Hey guys, okay, so I'm just going to try to make this really quick. I put Zoe on baby duty and I can already hear the baby crying, so I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to sit here, but I'm in Jack's room. His bed's super messy, please excuse that. We're getting ready for bed. We're kind of winding our day down a little bit, but I did want to come in and like talk to you guys a little bit about Jack. So I've had a lot of questions since we took our big long break after the baby was born, and kind of people wanting updates, asking how he's doing, all of the things. So I don't know how to start this. So I've had a lot of you guys, the biggest question on everyone's mind was, does Jack have autism? And as you guys know, if you don't know, if you're new, hi, my name is Catherine. I am a mom of 6. I have 2 children with special needs that we adopted from Ukraine about 6 years ago. Marquise is 16, Aiden is 12, Zoe is 11, Piper is 8, Jack is 2, and then I have Liren, who is a newborn. She is 2 months. So this specific video is about Jack, and he is my 2.5-year-old. Actually, he's not 2.5, he's almost 3. He'll be 3 in 2.5 months. I can't even believe it. That's crazy. I can totally hear the baby screaming. Hang on. She just is.
She won't stop crying.
She's in that thing. She just wants Mama. Did you bring me the bottle?
No.
Okay, maybe she won't need it. Maybe she won't. Oh, it's okay. I know, it's okay. Shh, Mama got it. Mama got it.
That's just what she does.
I got it.
I tried doing that. Perhaps she just wanted you.
Sometimes she just wants someone. That's okay. It's okay. Shh. Mama got you. Mama got you. Okay. Mama got you. Now I go help with Jack, please.
He isn't doing anything. He's just sitting
Okay,
here.
well, go help with Jack. I want to do a video.
Okay.
And close the door, okay? Okay. Okay, so I get to do the video with baby now. That's okay. I think she just wanted Mama. She's just in that kind of a mood. And that's one of the things that makes it really hard for me to get things done, is because she always wants to be held. If she's not being held, she's crying. And if she's not being held by me, she's crying. So, I don't know. I'm working on it. We're trying to do a little tiny bit of the cry it out method, but man, I hate the cry it out method, you guys. I don't do well when my kid is crying. Like, I just want to pick her up and get her. So anyway, she totally just wanted Mama because now she's quiet, but we just gonna talk to him, okay? We just gonna talk to him. So I've had a lot of you guys asking about Jack. As you know, back in August, September, October, and a little bit of November, he had speech therapy once a week. And that speech therapy was mainly, excuse my rocking too, I know that drives some people crazy. The speech therapy was because he has speech delay. He was 2.5 at the time, and he was not talking, you guys. He would say maybe a word, maybe 2 words, was not talking. During the time that he was having speech therapy, like in-home speech therapy, he improved a good bit. Like, we saw him pick up from only 1 word, maybe 2 words, to 5 or 6 words, which was really great. He wasn't stringing those words together. He wasn't close to sentences, but we saw vast improvement. And when we saw that improvement, the speech therapist kind of said, you know, I think he's improving. I think we can discontinue therapy for now. And she said that by the time he's 3, if he keeps progressing, he should be speaking in small sentences by his 3rd birthday. And I was like, oh, that's great. You know, that's awesome. So I kept working with him, and we kept doing all of the things and reading books and, you know, carrying on all of the therapy at home like it was suggested to us. And he kind of just plateaued, and then nothing changed. He hasn't regressed. He hasn't lost any abilities, but he hasn't really gained any more either. And at this point, he'll be 3 in a couple months, and he's definitely not, like, unless something insane happens, he's not going to be speaking in full sentences by his 3rd birthday. It's just not going to happen. I mean, never say never. He could totally surprise me and wake up one morning and just be talking up a storm. But right now, that's not the case. At the time as well, the speech therapist said, while she was not a not someone to diagnose autism. She was not someone that could evaluate him for autism. She did work with a lot of children with autism, and she said he did not exhibit any signs or anything of being autistic. And I, at the time, was kind of like, I don't know, I kind of questioned it because I know my kid and I know what it's like to raise a, you know, a typical kid, you know, and versus Jack, and Jack is not typical. But I didn't question it. I was kind of glad to hear, you know, well, she didn't see anything, so I'm not going to worry. Like, she doesn't see any cause for concern, so I'm not going to worry. I have something in my eye. It's driving me crazy. I got Jack's haircut today, and I had to hold him down while they cut his hair. Like, I had to hold him in my lap, and I have like little hairs all over me because mom life, I didn't get to change clothes. So I probably have a hair in my eye. Anyway, she said she didn't see any signs of autism, so I kind of just took her word for it because she works with kids with autism, and I thought, well, she would know, you know. I do have Aiden, and Aiden does have autism, but Aiden has blindness and autistic as kind of a combo deal, and it's just very different. It's very, very different. So I can't judge what I see with Aiden on Jack, you know what I mean? Because they're just totally different kids. I don't know. Today was kind of my, okay, we need to go back and get evaluated moment. And I feel like every parent has that moment. He's still not speaking in sentences. He does a lot of styming, you guys, or stemming as some people call it. He flaps his arms, he walks on his tippy toes a lot, he makes noises like, oh, eh, oh, ah, oh, ah, like constantly. And at first I thought he was just being super loud and annoying, and we'll be like, stop, Jack, stop. And he'll stop for a minute, but then he keeps doing it, and it's almost like he can't help it. I don't know. But the hand flapping is definitely like a thing. He's overly sensitive with sensory type of things. So today I had a date day with Jack. I was going to vlog it, but the way he was acting, I did not want to vlog him like this. I didn't want to film him. It was raining. It was cold. We got out in the rain, instant tantrum because the rain was hitting his head. He couldn't handle the sensory input of the rain on his head, so I put a coat on his head because of course I forgot the umbrella. That was an issue. He didn't want the coat on his head. We got into Target because I was going to take him to Target to, you know, pick out some fun little toys. That's what I do with all the kids. I just kind of take them to let them pick out some goodies for themselves, just them and mom, because that's fun. And I like to go shopping with my kids. I don't get to do it very often, especially not individually. Like, that's a treat even for me because I love that one-on-one time with my kids. So I had Jack with me, and it was just a thing in Target. Like, he just was having a fit over everything, and it wasn't like an I'm misbehaving kind of a fit. That's not what it was. It was an I'm overloaded, I'm overwhelmed, I don't know what to do. Just him seeing all the toys in the toy aisle totally overwhelmed him, and he just lost it. So he was able to pick a few toys. We did get him calmed down. He picked a few things, we checked out, we left. And then it was time to go get him a haircut because he looked like one of the Three Stooges, you guys, with that bowl cut. I hate the bowl cut, so I wanted to get rid of that. And I knew it would be hard because he doesn't do well with haircuts. He never has done well with haircuts. But I'm like, we're just gonna keep exposing him to it and it's gonna get better. And it didn't get better. He was in the, it's okay, love. I still got you. I still got you. We were in the salon, and bless her heart, this woman, she works with Jack constantly. Like, I go to the same lady every time because she knows Jack and she knows what works with him. But he just lost it today, especially when they got around his ears. He started tugging on his ears. He started like clawing at his face. And it's just above and beyond what the response that a normal child, or I don't want to say normal, that's not correct verbiage, I'm sorry. It was above and beyond the typical response that you would expect from a child his age. I will say that. Oh, goodness me. She's starting to coo, you guys, and make little cute little sounds, and it's so precious. He's so precious. Anyway, I just feel like he needs to be evaluated again. And, you know, that's what the speech therapist said. She said if he gets up on age 3 and you're not seeing any improvement, call us. We'll reevaluate him. What's happening, baby? Okay. I've got her in this little sleeper, this little snuggie thing. Oh, it's okay. She's had an upset stomach every night the last couple nights. Okay. It's alright. Hey. It's okay. It's okay. Mama got her. Mama got her. Do you want to tell YouTube hi? Do you want to tell all our friends hello? You say hello to all of our friends? Oh, no, we don't want to say hello. We don't want to. Not right now anyway, huh? It's okay. I know. It's okay. Anyway, that's kind of the whole spiel. As a parent, I'm sad for him that he might be autistic. I'm sad for him. Not because I feel like, oh, I'm embarrassed to have a child with autism. It's nothing like that. It's just, you don't ever want things to be harder for your kid, you know? You don't ever want them to struggle. You want them to have things easy and, you know, not have to worry about things. But he is exactly the way the Lord created him. He is exactly the person he is meant to be, as he is. And I love him as he is. Wouldn't trade him for the world. And if he has autism, then by golly, I take the autism with it, because that's what makes him, that's part of him, you know? And that's part of what makes him awesome. But it's also really hard. And I don't, hold on, buddy. I don't show a ton of Jack on the vlogs, and that's just because it's usually really hard, because you guys don't see really like how he is day in and day out, you know what I mean? Like I show him when he's in a good mood, or he's being good, or he's being cute or funny or whatever. You guys don't see those hard moments, and there are a lot of hard moments. So anyway, that's kind of the deal. So I would just appreciate prayers. You know, it's one of those things, I need to get him evaluated, because if he does have autism, if he is autistic, even mildly so, he needs a diagnosis so that he can receive all of the therapies that he needs, so that when he starts school, he can receive the individualized care that he needs. And it's just something that we need to start now and start figuring out. And you know what? I could go see a therapist and have him evaluated, and they could tell me he's totally fine. I'm not saying he has autism. I do not know. He has not been diagnosed one way or the other at this point. But as a parent, my gut feeling is that he probably is, or he has something going on. Like there's something happening with him that we need to kind of nail down and figure out. And it could be too, he's speech delayed and he's frustrated because he can't communicate. And that could be a big part of his meltdowns and his problems. So I don't know, we'll see. Anyhow, today, an example. So I don't want to stereotype and say that this is the case with all children, but I know with Aiden, this is definitely the case, and this is the case with Jack as well. Any type of change, no matter how small, is a problem. So Jack today, I don't know if you can tell, he has Elmo sheets and bedding on his bed. He picked out cute Elmo bedding and sheets and stuff at Target. He picked it out, he grabbed it off the shelf, he was excited about it. But we got it home and I took his old bedding off of his bed to wash it and put the new bedding on, and he lost his mind, you guys. He would not sleep on it. He started screaming. He started trying to pull the sheets off of the bed. It was an ordeal, and it was just, he couldn't handle that change. He did not want that change. He had the sheet that he liked, and he had the blankets that he liked, and I'm pretty sure before he goes to bed in a few minutes, I'm gonna have to change them. So he's probably gonna go to bed without the Elmo stuff on his bed, because he just can't take change. And that's the same thing, like, he wants to sleep with his shoes. He'll sleep with his shoes every night. He'll sleep with weird little things, like, I don't know, he'll pull like trash out of the trash bin and put it, like, line it perfectly in his bed, and want to sleep with like pieces of paper. And it's just, I don't know. You want to chop it up and be like, well, he's just a weird kid, but I don't think that's it. There's more to it. So, and when I say trash, you guys, I don't mean like trash from the kitchen. I mean like little scrap pieces of paper like from our homeschool room that we keep in the trash. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. I know I'm talking a lot. I just wanted to kind of update you guys on Jack, let you know that he is being evaluated. I did call them today after our mommy son date, because that kind of just, today just solidified it for me that yeah, we definitely need to go forward with the evaluation for sure. 110%. And I also called to get Narkees evaluated for a new wheelchair, because it's time and I'm so excited because he needs a new wheelchair. I hate his wheelchair. It's not ideal for him, and I'm really hoping that we can work with this company and get something that is going to work better for him in the future, because he just outgrew this chair so quickly. And it's just not working anymore, even with all the adjustments that we've had on it. So prayers for that appreciated. And you guys, if you're not the praying sort, I know I always say pray for us, but if you don't pray, that's okay. Well wishes, good vibes, whatever you want to call it. I know not everyone is religious, and that is okay. But anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. I hope you guys are all doing awesome and fabulous, and I will talk to you guys later. Don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up. Head on over to Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook and leave us some comments. Send us some messages. We love hearing from you guys, especially since our comments on here are disabled, which is super sneaky. And I don't know how to get them back. Like, I've tried a few times to get YouTube to put the comments back, and they won't do it. So maybe one day, we'll see. But I do miss interacting with you guys on here. Anyway, I'm gonna get little girl settled. I'm gonna get Jack to bed, and I already got Keys and A-Day in bed, and they are sleeping and ready for school tomorrow. We've got a lot of exciting things coming up, you guys. There's some fun things coming up for Aiden, and some things coming up with my husband and I business-wise, like personal business. We've had a lot going on behind the scenes that we have not talked about publicly, and I'm excited for the day we can share all of that with you guys. But now is not the time for that, but it is exciting nonetheless. I'm gonna let you guys go. Bye guys. Oh, don't forget, always live to inspire. And I'm also really sorry if this video at any point was blurry. Again, I don't like this camera, not a fan, but it's what we have, and it's what we're gonna work with, and we're gonna be thankful for it. Anyway, I'm gonna see if I can let y'all see little girl before I close it out. I know everyone's like, I want to see the baby. She's finally sleeping. All right, love. Bye guys.